Now, before this building was a restaurant, it was a bank. As a matter of fact, in that restaurant, the vault is still very much intact. But what if I told you a robbery attempt was made on that very vault and was completely thwarted by a Phillips screwdriver? August 14th, 1930, a mysterious figure walks into that bank. Jerry Diaz, a local ranch hand. Now, Jerry has a sinister plot and needs to remain completely anonymous amongst the many places that frequent the establishment. However, much like my socials, only 100 people resided around the area at the time. Agnes Freeman, a bank teller whose father owned the very ranch that Jerry worked at, recognizes him and calls him out immediately. His cover being completely blown, much like a failed theater actor, Jerry is forced to improvise. He pulls out a gun and points it at Agnes, turning a cordial encounter into a cold standoff. Hurriedly, he rushes her over to the counter, throws over a burlap sack to her and her co-worker, John Chisholm, and lets them know that this is in fact a stick-up. Gun pressed firmly in the back of Agnes's neck. She fills the bags with cash, her hands absolutely shaking. Now Diaz goes and ushers his captors into the bank vault. He thinks he gets away with it. He actually runs off with $2,000, which in today's post-inflation world equates to $72,000 in a yellow Ford Model Coupe. However, Chisholm, the genius that he is, held onto a handy-dandy screwdriver and jams it into the door wedge, completely thwarting any attempt at escape. So, Chisholm is quick to react. As he leaves the vault, he grabs his Luger pistol and sounds the alarm. He then pursues Diaz at speeds totaling upwards to 70 miles per hour in his Buick. Across the street from here, at a barber shop, a rancher is going and getting a shave, hears the commotion, and this brave man, shaving cream still on his face, hops into the Buick and pursues Diaz. Now, Diaz does not get more than 2 miles down the road before he pulls over, convinced by the warning shots in the back of his windshield. Diaz surrenders, where he goes and we think fades into history. And then Agnes Freeman is rewarded for her bravery, as well as Chisholm. Agnes receives a diamond brooch, while Chisholm receives a nickel-plated automatic pistol. But her story doesn't end there. The reason why this vault is intact is because people believe it is haunted and cursed. Many people believe that it is Diaz himself who cursed the vault. Hence why we keep it intact. Now, as a sign of good faith and to make sure that history doesn't forget Diaz, there is Diaz Street just a few blocks down from here to make sure that he does not fade into obscurity. Will it lift a curse? Probably not. Now, if you all want to take a moment, we're going to move on to the next portion of the tour. Please follow.